Happy New Year, everyone. I'm back. I'm revealed back in town at the New Year's Eve party, pretending to be the Patch-a-Man. So that's
that Russian,
and
Italian? I don't know what that is.
I've fallen into the Russian at that point. So Stefano has to kind of, he has to do a lot of work to be this Patch dude. Although, they spent a lot of time together. We had story in the past. In fact, I lived in the DeMera mansion for a while.
Oh, you did?
And I was just, going to the kitchen, getting sandwiches and pie and coming out and just messing with everybody. And Stefano was like, take out the trash, Tony. It's starting to offend me. We had a lot of fun. So Stefano knows this guy. He has a lot of memories of who this guy is.
Steve knows this guy.
Well, Stefano.
Oh, Stefano knows
Steve. So now it's time for Stefano to impersonate Steve.
Right. Justin is in love with Kayla. He's had a really rough year. It's been a really, really difficult year. But yet, from the bottom, he discovered this woman that he's madly in love with, and they have this great chemistry. He's celebrating New Year's going, we're gonna have this great year together, and that's where he's at, and it's really kind of fun.
Yeah.
Did I, Wally Kurth, ever think that I'd be
No way.
I bet
with
you were
Kayla?
surprised.
No. No, I never thought.
I'm so tired of this charade. I'm tired of living in another man's body. It's time for me to get what I came for. All right.
They were very cagey. They did not want to tell me exactly
But
what the story was.
And I said this to somebody when I heard it was going to happen. I said, Stephen will be a person who will not take this lightly, and he is going to research it and do it, and he 100% is in and done it. And
well, you see,
I tip my hat.
Here's the thing: Joe Mascola was a master, and when I started watching and remembering the stuff that we had done together, and watching stuff with other people and the relationships, I was really intimidated because he was just amazing, and they're big shoes to fill. And I wanted to fill those shoes. So yeah, I was very nervous. It's become more and more comfortable as I've been doing it.
Well, she had a little episode of Christmas where there was the Santa for the thing, and it kind of looked like him, and she kept thinking it was him, but he didn't have a patch on, and it was him. And then she tried to confront him, and he wouldn't turn around. She didn't see it. And so she's been unsettled anyway. And so all these different things happen. So by the time he comes in now as Steve, I'm like, what the hell? And were you that Santa? And this is all too crazy. And he's so kind of mean to me that it makes it easy to kind of be like, Fangula, I'm going with this guy.
Plus,
yeah,
he's madly in love with me. You forgot to mention that part. I have totally charmed her.
Poor Dimples. He's so insecure.
I've charmed her, and I haven't even sang a song yet.
Yeah.
And
I asked him not to. I don't want a song, so that'll make me laugh. But she, I think, 100% is committed to moving on because, I mean, this was a big love, but he disappeared, and he hasn't called her, and he was, he wouldn't come home, and there was a lot of things chipping away.
It's not my fault, baby.
Let's raise a glass for the year that's passed.
Yes.
And for the year that is to come.
Yes!
Yes!
Thanks for having us.
Well, but honestly, I did.
Keep loving your
But then I saw the Patch Man come in, and now it's been curtailed a little bit. It's been derailed.
Kill Patch.
Yeah, now it's about how do I get rid of that guy?
Get my queen of the night back in the golden birdcage.
All of a sudden, I think it's to sort out her life. I mean, it's a lot of crazy stuff. But I think at the moment, I mean, she's a little confused. That's where it is. I think she's confused and she doesn't know because that's also confusing. And he's also being so mean and horrible. And he's so great.
I keep thinking about all the Christmases with Steve. How sweet he was. How he always made me laugh. How much I adored him.
Mary Beth is so totally honest. She makes me honest. She's just an honest actress, and she's honest in life too. What you see is what you get, and there's nothing better than that when you're working with somebody.
That's a great description of MB. There's an honesty that always immediately brings you into the moment, and you want to be in the moment, stay in the moment.
And for us, we sorry, Wall, cone of silence. We wanted to, when we discussed this pairing, we wanted it to be a grown-up relationship, that we weren't being jealous or teenagers or or that kind of relationship, that it was more these people that actually really did know each other for a long time. And to talk about your people you'd been with before is not taboo, or your wife that's not with us anymore, it's not taboo to talk about this, that we don't have to be all oh he doesn't like me anymore because he's with his wife. It's not that it's more mature, and we tried to approach it like that so that we could be maybe a little bit different.
It is refreshing to be working with other people. People have always said, oh, they could never break up Patch and Kayla, they can't ever be with. And there were a couple of false starts with other pairings with Mary Beth when I was not on the show. But this is a real thing. This is a real story that involves these guys really being together. And I'm having scenes with a lot of people I've never worked with before.
And it's the funniest thing.
Maybe a little bit.
Because you know what? That's what I'm saying. I hope the fans just kind of go along for the ride and see where it all takes them instead of getting, worked up.
Then the angel said to them, "Don't be afraid, for behold, I bring you good tidings."
I was Santa Claus and interact with his little snot-nosed kids and give them gifts, and just so I could get close to my queen. And I slipped a gift into her purse.
See, I told you that he goes in 100%.
I had a bombshell though when I saw that, when Justin kissed Kayla. Whoa! Didn't see that happen. I have to admit. Texted you, or I might have called you like, hey, baby, we're going to be making out next week.
Don't call her baby.
He can call me baby, you call me something else.
Sweetness.
But I will say, there have been times running lines, and like one time Steve and I were on the phone even running lines. If you have a moment where you just sort of step out of that and you just sort of hear yourself saying them, we have been on the phone even like this. Like hysterically laughing, because sometimes when you step out, no one's ever been kidnapped in my life, knock on wood, or the viruses or chips or whatever.
I was thinking soap operas, we always talk about the soap part, but there's an opera part of this heightened drama that we play, and the style in which we, enjoy it.
I hope that everybody just has fun with it and just tunes in to see what's next, because it's a lot of twists and turns. It's the drama and conflict that makes this show.
Happy New Year!